Hello traders, welcome to this video. In this particular video, we are going to be discussing the opening range breakout strategy. Okay, now this is a popular trading technique. It's a popular trading strategy that is used by traders to focus on initial price action during a specific time frame after the market opens. Okay, now we're going to just be breaking down how to effectively implement this strategy, including identifying key breakout levels, managing risk, and optimizing entries and exits. Okay. So now, what is the opening range? The opening range is defined as the high and low prices that occur during the first 30 minutes to 1 hour of trading. For example, at the start of this day, you can see that price initially moved, okay, towards the direction, and this is the 30 minutes time frame. Within the first 30 minutes, we have already discussed the open, high, low, and close strategy in the previous video. So in this particular video now, the OHLC is also going to come into play, okay? Because this is the OHLC, this candle now, you will find that this is the open price, the close price, the low price, the high price. This is the first 30 minutes of this trading day, right? So within the first 30 minutes to 1 hour, traders that trade this strategy look out for the price movement of that asset within that 30 minutes to 1 hour. Then they'll analyze this range because this range can provide crucial information about market sentiment and potential future price movements. Okay, now when you want to implement the strategy, you have to identify the opening range first. For example, we're going to be using the 30 minutes, right? On this 30 minutes time, we're going to be using the first candle, which indicates the price activity within 30 minutes. Okay, now typically the first 30 minutes to 1 hour after the market opens um, is what is used, right? Now you mark the highest and lowest prices. You can see that the highest price for that first 30 minutes and lowest price somewhere around here and here, right? Then you draw the range, okay? It gives you the opening range high and opening range low. Opening range high, opening range low, okay? Now, the next thing to do is to identify key breakout levels. Now, for breakout to the upside, if the price breaks above the opening range high, it can signal a bullish trend. We can see that right after price broke above the opening range high, we can see that the market rallied for a while. So if we had entered a buying right after this breakout, we would have caught about 30 pips. Yes, about 30 pips. I would have set our stop loss right below the low of that candle. So I set our stop loss right below the low of the candle. Then would have targeted the next resistance level. Next resistance would have been around here, right? Around here. So we would have exited our trade and caught about 30 pips, okay? Because we had a breakout in the bullish direction. Now, on the other hand, if it was a breakout to the bearish direction, then we would have just targeted the nearest support level. If it was a breakout to the bearish direction, we would have targeted the nearest support level, okay, for our exit, for our take profit. All right, that's if the price falls below the opening range low. Okay, if the price falls below the opening range low, right? All right. Now, um, now it's also good that you get additional confirmations. Okay, don't just rely on this breaking of the ORH or ORL, meaning opening range high or opening range low. You can use other indicators for additional confirmation like volume spikes to validate the breakout. Okay, for example, we're just going to add on the volume indicator for confirmation, right? So when you have an increase in volume, you can just monitor volume how the volume was at the start of the day. Then when you have an increase in volume, you can see there was a sudden increase in volume around here. So that can add to the confirmation of that buy. Okay, it can add to the confirmation because there was an increase in volume. So this volume indicator can just serve as additional confirmation. Now it's very important that you manage your risks. Okay, for your stop loss placements, like I already said, For long positions, you might want to place your stop loss just slightly below the opening range high, right? For long positions, when you have a breakout, you might want to set your stop loss. Well, it depends on you. If you want a tight stop loss, you can actually set your stop loss below the opening range high. But if you want a wider stop loss just to be on the safer side, you can set it below the opening range low. That is below the low of that first 30 minutes candle. Then for a short trade, if there was a breakout in the bearish direction, for example, let us look for a good example. A breakout of the ORL. For example, now we can see that the breakout of, oh no, this did not happen. Okay, I thought I saw something just now. Okay, you can see that the breakout of the ORL of this occurred around here. So we are considered setting. No, this is too low. This is too small. I want to use something more significant so that we can see the example clearly. Okay, seems like we're not getting a lot of RL breakages at this point. Okay, let me just work with this anyways. So we can see that this, we have to mark out the ORH and ORL, remember. So we finally had a break of the ORL here. So for a sell, you can just set your stop loss. If it is a tight stop loss, you can set it above the ORL. But for a wider stop loss, to just in case of if price enters inside again, like you see what happened here, price entered inside again before continuing downwards, you can just set your stop loss above the ORH. Then you can target the nearest support level somewhere around here. You can see there was rejection for your take profit, and would have caught about 18 pips with that from the start of the day. Okay, now as for position sizing, try to risk only a small percentage of your trading capital, commonly between 1 to 3% per trade, okay, to mitigate losses. Okay, it's very important, very important, very important. Okay, so basically that is how this strategy works. Remember that you can use the volumes indicator just for additional confirmation. When you have an increase in volume, it can add to the signal of that trade. Okay, it can add to the confirmation of that signal. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you found it insightful. Yeah, you can add this strategy to your trading strategy. You can just use an additional, you know, strategy to your toolbox. Yeah, because this strategy is mostly effective during the start of the day, the opening of the day. That's when the strategy works. Okay, it's basically an early hours of the day strategy. Okay, so if you're the kind of trader that mostly trades during midday or evening time and all of that, then this strategy can just be like an additional strategy to your toolbox. Okay, which functions only during the first few hours of the day. Okay, or the first hours of the day, depending on how long it takes for price to get to the nearest support or nearest resistance, and how long it takes for the OHL to be broken. Okay, so basically that is it. I hope you found this video insightful. Kindly like and subscribe for more trading insights, and please don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on further updates. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers and happy trading.